Hey everyone, Devin here. It's time for another creator update. It's been just over 3 months since I made my triumphant return to YouTube. So I wanted to make a quick video recapping a little bit of what has happened. I filmed a video at 1 month with everything that I'd learned and everything that I had done, all that kind of stuff. You can find that video here if you want that. Otherwise, this is my 3-month recap. After 3 months of YouTube, have I learned my lesson? Is it finally time to give it up? Well, it's not quite so simple. Let's talk about it. Make sure you watch until the end of the video. That's where I talk about my couple of tips for creators with less than 3 months of creation work under their belt. The tips that I wish I would have known before I started, or at least sooner than 3 months into the journey. Here's a quick life recap and a few excuses as to why I have been a little bit more absent than I wanted to. I've been getting increasingly busy, just like everybody else, between work, between Casey Game On events ramping up, all of that mixed with the impending end of the summer. I've been trying to get outside with my family as much as possible, enjoy these last few bits of nice weather while we have them. All because of that, I haven't been posting quite as much as I wanted to be, as well as I've missed a couple of goals that I really did want to hit. In my 1 month video, I talked about one of my only goals being collaborating with other creators and making videos together. Definitely on the top of my list of next types of videos to create. I want to do some interviews. I want to talk to people. I want to do some collaborative type of content. While I have recorded a few collaboration pieces, nothing has been published yet. Very little of it has gone into the editing stages, and there's a really good chance that at this point none of it is ever going to see the front page of YouTube. With all of that being said, is this finally the time to quit YouTube? Now, if you want to quit YouTube, I really do think that this 3-month mark is probably a good time to do that. Being completely honest, 1 month is not enough time to really take a deep dive in and experience everything. It's not enough time to learn your style. It's not enough time to find other creators that are similar to yourself. 1 month is not enough time to decide if you like making videos or not. And it's not enough time to do enough research on your niche to see if it's viable or not, see if there's enough demand for it. Now, 1 month might not be enough time to figure some or all of that stuff out, but 3 months. 3 months definitely is more time, and I feel like I've got a much better hold on those types of things and really what I want to do. I believe that in these last 3 months, I've finally gotten enough information and learned enough about myself as a creator to decide that I can finally quit YouTube if I wanted to. But I don't want to, and here's why. Honestly, for me, I feel like I've really started to enjoy the process of being a YouTube creator. I've always been a very goal-oriented person, which makes it really hard to find and enjoy a process that I like. But YouTube is one of those things that I've truly started to enjoy everything about it. The writing, the planning, the filming, the editing, the posting, and the starting it all over again. I really do find it fun. It's extremely exciting to me to see how far I've come in these 3 months, and I'm excited to see what another 3 months or even a year might bring. Now that we've got all of the drama out of the way, I'm going to get to my goals. I'm going to get to those top tips of what I wish I knew before I was a creator. It's for creators under the 3-month mark. But first, I want to talk again about stats. You can go back to my previous video to see my 1 month stats, but here are the 3-month stats. Now, specifically on YouTube, I've reached almost the 10K view mark, but that's including shorts. Without short views, I'm closer to 2,500 views. Now, views are not everything. It's just definitely it's one of those numbers that everybody talks about. But let's talk important numbers here. The important numbers of the monetization numbers. This is what This is definitely a stat that creators under the 3-month mark are typically worried about, getting to the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 hours watched number. I'm currently sitting at 138 subscribers, 55 of them which are new in the last 3 months. So I did have a few subscribers on my channel before I restarted using YouTube. And I currently have amassed 135 watch hours. So just for fun, at those rates, I decided to do the math. It'll take me just over 48 months to get to 1,000 subscribers and 89 months to get to the 4K watch hours. Now, obviously, those numbers are hopefully not going to stay accurate. I hope with every day, every video, every subscriber, I learn a little bit more, my videos get better, and hopefully the rates at which those go up increases, and it won't take quite that many years to get my channel monetized. And here are a few more stats, because in the last video, I also talked about Instagram Reels as well as TikTok. Short form content is a very interesting market right now, as well as YouTube has talked about their Shorts program, how they're going to be implementing that into the YouTube partner programming, allowing monetization and all these different kinds of things. It's a changing landscape every single day. So I definitely plan to continue posting on the Shorts as well as Instagram and YouTube. There might not be quite as big of a focus as there was in the last 2 or 3 months though. So my Instagram Reels saw the biggest amount of views at 23,207 views. TikTok saw just over 8,300 views, which is interesting to me that they got so many views but so little interaction. The amount of subscribers I gained and followers on either of those platforms was so minimal that I didn't honestly even think it was worth counting. All right, let's talk about my new goals after 3 months of being a YouTube creator. With 38 total videos out on YouTube in the last 3 months, my goals have shifted a little bit. I'll definitely be experimenting still. Hopefully, we're going to get into a little bit more of a rhythm here. I've got a couple of videos that performed really well and a lot of videos that didn't perform very well. So hopefully if I can lean into those types of videos, I'll be able to continue to see the type of views, engagement, interaction, and the YouTube love that those videos have gotten. So goal number 1, continue making videos that are working for my channel right now. Goal number 2 for me is working on storytelling. One thing that I've seen over and over and over again, a good YouTube video tells a story. I feel like up until this point, I've done a decent job with information and stats and the editing of a video and being able to post it out to different platforms. But sometimes I feel like my videos have been lacking the story element. They've been lacking a little bit of a reason to continue watching the video outside of the stats of a piece of technology that I was talking about. So goal number 2 is to work on my storytelling. So if you've got any tips for me, make sure you put those in the comments below. I'm open to anything. And here's the part of the video that everybody's been waiting for. My top 3 tips for creators that have less than 3 months of worth of experience on their channel, or maybe are just even starting out wanting to know if YouTube is right for them or not. All right, tip number 1 is figure out why you want to be on YouTube or why you are on YouTube, and make sure you keep that in mind with every video you make. Every time you write a script, every time you're filming a video, make sure you keep that idea in mind, why you're on YouTube. Like I said before, I've really been falling in love with the process of creating videos, figuring out the right lighting schemes, figuring out the right equipment to use, and deciding on what words to use in my script versus what words not to use. When figuring out why you want to be on YouTube, you need to either have a love of video making, have a passion for entertaining, or you need to have those dad level tips for changing your oil on your car, and you really want to share that with the world. Once you figure that out, you'll be able to outline the best ways to make the best videos for your audience. Tip number 2, pick 1 or 2 specific things that you want to get better at in every single video that you make. Don't try to think about everything in every single video. It's just not going to work that way. Make sure you rewatch your old videos, pick one or two things that you didn't do great or that you really want to get better at, and then focus on those things for that specific video. This is a much better way to try to improve your skills than just being better at everything. Those incremental improvements will really, really add up. Tip number 3, make the content that you want. There's a lot of conflicting information and videos out there talking about what videos you can and can't make, whether you should be making vlog content, whether you shouldn't be, whether there's too much competition in certain spaces or not, or whether there's just literally no demand for that type of video. YouTube is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and honestly, most likely, you're not going to go viral with your first video. This is a process. It's going to take time. And if you don't enjoy the content that you're creating, you're not going to be on YouTube long enough to find the success that you're looking for. Speaking of success, one thing I have struggled with and need to get better at is creating a clear call to action in every one of my videos. So I'm going to do that now. Please, if you've stuck around in this video long enough, hit that subscribe button. If you know anything about YouTube, this is one of the easiest, simplest, and most helpful thing to YouTubers and other content creators that a viewer like you can do. And I truly do appreciate it. Thank you for watching my video. We'll see you later.